This video will demonstrate how to create and run an ad hoc report or search. To create an ad hoc report, go to the Reports and Searches top navigation menu item and mouse over the Ad hoc Reports and Searches link, Show a submenu. Click the Create an ad hoc report or search link. This will open the Ad hoc Report Manager to the Overview and Tables screen. First, specify a brief, concise, and descriptive report name that specifies the intent and scope of the report. Optionally, you can also specify a description of the report. Select whether you would like for this report to be enabled for emailing using the Emailer is Active Yes/No drop-down box. Next, select the primary focus table, which will be where the main information for your report will be pulled from. Once a primary table is selected, all tables and areas that are associated with, linked to, or subtables of the primary source will be populated into the Additional Sub and Linked Tables multi-select box. Each table in this box will be noted as either being a subgrid or linked table. Note that only one subgrid table can be selected at a time. Once you have selected a subgrid table, all other subgrid tables will be deactivated and unselectable until the selected subgrid table is unselected. Linked tables can also be considered supporting tables because they provide the primary table with the actual information that is needed to be displayed on the report, rather than the system-assigned ID, such as the department name versus the department ID. Linked or supporting tables include tables such as the department table, status table, and contract type tables. These tables feed values to the contract details table and need to be selected as linked tables if you would like to have the values displayed. Click the Save and Continue button at the bottom of the screen. The next screen is the Field Selection screen, where you can specify or select what fields from the table or tables selected in the Overview and Tables screen are going to be used for this report. Note that for each field available, the list will also tell you where the field is coming from, such as the Contract Details, Employee Details, or Department Details table. To add a desired field to the selected table fields list, click on the Table Field List item you would like to add and either click, drag, and drop it into the selected table fields box, or click the line item in the table field list and click the right arrow to move the item to the right box. Note that system-generated ID fields related to each table are grouped together at the bottom of the table field list box and are labeled as System ID. If a System ID field is selected to show on your report, only the field ID will show when the ad hoc report is ran. For this report, we have named it Contracts Expiring in 90 Days, so we will need to add the Days Until Expiration Date field to our field selected list. This way, we can specify in the filters and conditions that we would like to only display contracts expiring in the next 90 days. Once we have added the Days Until Expiration Date field, we can then select that we would not like for it to be displayed in our report by unchecking the Display on Report checkbox. Once you have selected the necessary fields for your ad hoc report, click the Save Field Selection button at the bottom of the screen. The Filters and Conditions screen will provide you with the ability for granular filtering and conditions to be applied to the report. Note that the report below will display all contract records since there have not been any filters or conditions created yet. To add a filter or condition, select the green icon to add a new filter expression to the list of conditions. Click on the field name to display a drop-down of all of the fields that were selected to be available to filter off of. For this report, we will be selecting the Days Until Expiration Date as the field we would like to apply a filter to, and that the value needs to be between 0 and 90. Once the filters and conditions have been specified, click the Save and Preview Filters button. This will save the filters to the ad hoc report and bind the results to the grid on the screen for a preview of what the results will be. If the results need to be modified, you can do so by changing the filters and conditions defined on the screen and clicking on the Save and Preview Filters button again. The Sort Order screen allows for one or more fields to be selected in the Field Selection screen to be assigned as a default or starting sort order. To set sort order parameters, move a selected table field line item to the right list, which is the Table Field Sort Order. Once a field is moved to the Sort Order box, there will be a parameter-based area for each field. Each field can be specified as either being sorted off of ascending or descending order. Once you have created the desired sort order for your report, click the Save Sort Order button at the bottom of the screen. The next step in the Ad hoc Report wizard is the Assign To screen. This screen is used to decide which employees or users can be assigned to view and run this report. To assign an employee, the employee's name can either be clicked, dragged, and dropped into the Employees List box, or it can be selected in the left-hand box and moved to the Assigned Employees list by clicking on the right arrow button. Once you have assigned all necessary employees, click the Save Assigned Employees button at the bottom of the screen. The next step in creating an ad hoc report is the email schedule, which allows users to optionally set up a schedule for the ad hoc report to be sent out on. Choose whether you would like the email schedule to be recurring, the date you would like to start the email schedule, and how often the email should be sent out. When you have finished creating the email schedule, click the Save Email Schedule button at the bottom of the screen. To view and run the ad hoc report, click the View Run this ad hoc report link in the right-hand menu. A list of all ad hoc reports you have created can be found under the Reports and Searches top navigation menu option, and then select the My Ad Hoc Reports and Searches option. This will open the My Ad Hoc Reports list, where you can view, run, and edit any of the reports you have created. This concludes the tutorial for creating an ad hoc report.